Robbed of 200,000 rand in cash, 2 Lucky Joe burgers defy the odds and get it back. Runaway food inflation could eat into your Christmas feast. And will he stay or will he go? Springbok coach Jake White heads home to face the music. Live from Johannesburg, this is E! News Primetime. Good evening. We start with a crime story that defies belief. A pair of Johannesburg men were robbed this morning as they drove around the CBD. On their back seat, an open box containing 200,000 rand in cash. But it would seem fortune does favor the bold. Police were able to recover their money within hours due to a series of very lucky coincidences. One of the robbers, though, was not so lucky.
Driving through central Johannesburg can be dangerous, but when you've got 200,000 rand on the back seat, that's asking for trouble. Pume Komani and Jack Nsaduba thought nothing of it as they made their way to buy cell phone recharge vouchers in bulk. When they pulled up to a stop sign, 2 opportunistic criminals spotted the cash and pulled out guns. They grabbed the box of money and hopped into a passing taxi to make their getaway. Komani and Nsaduba rushed to Johannesburg Central Police Station for help, and this is when their luck returned. As they were reporting the matter to police, the taxi the robbers escaped in pulled up nearby. And the 2 crooks emerged carrying the box of cash. Police immediately gave chase and a gun battle ensued. One of the robbers was killed and a pistol recovered, but the second suspect got away. Luckily for Komani and Nsaduba, the criminals dropped the box of cash and it was returned to them. Just the day before, police shot and killed 4 bank robbers and wounded another 6 in Soweto. Police say they're not scared of using deadly force if necessary.
Well, when police are attacked, where fire is being opened on police, we will return fire. It is said that we have to act in this way, but however, we will not tolerate crime and criminal behavior in this province.
They've warned that it's dangerous to transport large amounts of cash in public.
KwaZulu-Natal traffic authorities have warned holidaymakers to buckle up this festive season or face serious consequences. As the nation prepares for the Christmas exodus, authorities have begun a serious crackdown on offenders.
It's the simplest thing to do and it could save your life. Motorists who don't wear their seatbelts usually end up getting flung out of their cars in an accident. Many are killed, maimed or severely injured. Every year, authorities try to drive the message home, but many South African road users just aren't listening.
Once an accident happens, 75% chances that the people that are not wearing seatbelts are going to be dying, and that is having a major impact on our health systems. That is why then we had to embark on the seatbelts campaign starting now and henceforth.
As the silly season sets in, so many motorists forget the basic rules of the road. Authorities believe buckling up will ensure that you have a better chance of surviving an encounter with a reckless driver. Most people stopped at this roadblock were wearing their seatbelts, but a traffic department study has revealed a shocking 40% of motorists don't. Authorities are now unleashing their zero-tolerance model on those people. They've promised frequent roadblocks, especially on the KwaZulu-Natal holiday runs, and are hoping to have the law that allows for the seizure of drunk drivers' vehicles expanded to include people who are repeatedly caught not wearing their seatbelts. Macintosh and Zamande, E! News, Durban.
It'll be more expensive to feed your family this festive season. Food prices have rocketed since last December, with the price of meat and fish rising by 19%. But economists say the new year may bring some relief.
South Africans are feverishly preparing for the festive season. But this year's December menus may not feature some of those special treats. The prices of most foods have increased by 10% this year, and those of you who prefer meat and fish will have to pay 19% more than last Christmas. Economists say several factors are to blame for rising food prices. These include a higher demand for food worldwide, a limited supply of local meat, and a weaker rand. Many South Africans say they've already been forced to cut back on luxuries due to high food prices.
Because it's too expensive, we can't afford, we've got a lot of children to look after.
In the last 2 months, you bought a basket of groceries for 120 rand. Today, the consumer's got to pay like 160 rand.
But economists predict that consumers can expect a change in fortune
so you would hardly
next
want
year.
to be boisterous.
Then also in 2007, we expect some moderation in food prices, particularly around the areas of grain products, and we do think there will be an increased supply of meat onto retailer shelf, which will help stymie the acceleration we've seen this year.
While economists say consumers shouldn't see the current food prices as a reason to cut back on that rice and beer over the festive period, they should nonetheless be conservative when drawing up those gift lists, especially with another possible interest rate hike on the cards. Kale Nair, E-News, Johannesburg.
And with that, let's take a look at how the markets are fair today. When E-News Primetime continues, the Civil Union Bill clears its final hurdle in Parliament. It will now be up to the President to sign same-sex marriages into law.
At Barnett's, you always get more quality and extra value. Buy this quality Telefunken 70cm color TV, plus this Telefunken DVD player, and pay only 2,799 rand for both.